my feet! Dog down, dog down! I need backup! Requesting permission to begin licking. I hate you right now. Never touch my feet again. You know, the whole nail clipping thing completely changes your relationship with going to the vet. You go to the vet and the vet says something like, I'm sorry, but your dog is going to require a heart transplant. Oh, God, really? Does that include a nail trim? I think that a transplant would be a long enough surgery that you can get them really far back. Okay, rule number 4. Rule number 4 concerns things that the dog finds outside. Okay, now here is the dog's rule. If it's icky, smell it. If it's really disgusting, eat it. And if it's really disgusting and recently dead, bring it home. Show it to mom and then eat it. I once had to pull out of my dog's mouth. Now, I have to tell you that pulling it out of his mouth meant that I had to actually get a grip on it. I had to pull out of my dog's mouth something that very closely resembled a mouse, except that it didn't have the tail, the head, or the skin. But other than that, you know, it looked just like, I'm sure, that's what it was. So one of the really disgusting things that dogs eat is their own barf. Now I have to pause here for a minute and have a little chat with y'all. Jackie was a little concerned about my doing jokes about dog vomit. She said, oh, Betsy, I don't know, it's kind of gross. It's a pretty good imitation of you. It was kind of gross. So I want to tell you, Jackie, I do appreciate your concern. But I have to say that we are moms. Does anything gross you out? No. My ability to be grossed out disappeared the day I told my son, yes, your poop does look like Jabba the Hutt. You're right. We should call George Lucas. Being grossed out for a mom is a luxury that disappeared a long time ago. It's probably in Jamaica by now, having drinks with a few other things we haven't seen in a long time. Like shirts without stains, uninterrupted conversation, R-rated movies in the theater. Yeah, so I think you guys can handle this, but I promise I won't stay on it very long. Okay, so for us it is kind of gross. You're right, Jackie. It is gross when they throw up, but when a dog throws up, they have a completely different perspective on it. I mean, they look down and they say, wow, a home-cooked hot meal. With all my favorite things. This is great. Now, I know exactly what's in their vomit because I insist on looking at it very carefully every time. Because I want to know why my dog threw up. I want to know what made him sick. And I know that if I look at it, I'm going to be able to figure it out, you know? I can look down, I can see cherry pits, grass, my cardigan sweater. Wow, that's great. I was wondering what happened. It's a new color now. I know. You know, I wish that I could apply that skill in other parts of my life, to be able to look at something and completely understand it. Like the games that my kids play. Like Pokemon, for example. You know, I could look at that deck all day and not get it. I mean, nobody understands it. It's like some unbreakable code. You know, the military should be using it. Do we have enough attack points? No. Charizard isn't ready. He doesn't have enough health. We could sneak up on anyone. Except a Japanese animator, but anyone. Totally sneak up on anyone else. You know, my kids know how much I really want to take a look at that dog vomit. I have to tell you this little story. And they're here. So, and hopefully they won't correct afterwards. Okay. So I have to tell you this little story. I came home and while I was gone, the dog had thrown up, and they greeted me at the door. They said, "Mom, BG threw up while you were gone, and we cleaned it up." I said, "Wow, that's great. Did you happen to get a look at what was in it?" And they said, listen to what they said. They said, "We took a picture." That was a moment. They went over, they got the digital camera, the click, they showed it to me. They had a second picture from a slightly different Make sure they got it. It was incredible. I could zoom in, see everything there, nice high res. It was amazing. I mean, I thought these kids are so grown up. This is incredible. And it was at that moment that I knew that my son was ready for his bar mitzvah. Today I am a man. And a vomit photographer. Thank you so much.